Well, as the bell tolls and the bridge lowers, Tony Gonzalez and John Roberts here with you. It is going to be one hell of a night here for Legends of the Goldmine. Tony, we've got a great action-packed evening scheduled.
That's right, John Roberts. We actually have a debut tonight of an international talent in a big contest. We have the big man, Miko Maestro, going one-on-one with Leon Ikusa.
That's right, and still to come tonight, we are going to hear from Derek Slade, the current Platinum Champion. And let's not waste any more time. I believe that he and his manager, Lucian Delight, have already purchased the opening segment here this week on Legends of the Goldmine, and that's coming up very shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of Legends of the Goldmine! My name is Bruno Beretta. I am your host and ring announcer. Folks, we have an action-packed show for you here tonight. But first, please join me in welcoming our reigning Platinum Champion, the Total Package, Derek Slade!
As a hush falls over the capacity crowd here in the Goldmine, Tony, we await the arrival of the current Platinum Champion, the man who truly embodies and personifies the term, the Total Package.
Being led to the ring by his manager, Lucian Delight, the Total Package, Mr. Platinum himself, Derek Slade, a man who has defeated a comparable who's who of talent here inside the Goldmine. Just look at him, the confidence is beaming off this man, just like the title that gleams over his shoulder.
Derek Slade has beaten just about every single person that has been put in front of him so far. He's been on quite the tear, defending that Platinum Championship by hook or by crook, and most times by crook, as we've seen.
All right, Bruno, you can leave our ring now. Go ahead, get out. Now, week after week, we come out here, and the Platinum Division Champion, Derek Slade, the Total Package, Derek Slade, defends this championship like only he can. And every opponent that management puts in front of Slade ends up with the same fate. What's that, Derek Slade? I'll put him to sleep. That's right. And you know, we're getting tired of beating every single person that gets put in front of us. And we've asked management to finally get us some talent that is on the same level as Derek Slade. But the point of the matter is, there is no one who's on the same level of Derek Slade. So from this moment forth, we're gonna take things into our own hands. Because you know, if you want something done right, you have to do it yourself. So right here, right now, we are going to do management's job and issue an open challenge to anyone in that locker room who even thinks they can stand a chance with the Platinum Division Champion, the Total Package, Derek Slade.
Well, how about that? Out here. How about that? An open challenge from Derek Slade.
Derek Slade.
Who in the back is man enough to come up and accept the open challenge?
Derek Slade has been on such a tear that Lucian Delight has just decided to take challenges into his own hands, and is the man throwing him out. Wait, who's this?
Well, it sounds like someone is answering the call.
From Manteca, California, he is Just Zach!
And Just Zach is here going to try and make a name for himself in the Platinum Division.
Just Zach making another appearance here at the Goldmine. His last few appearances haven't been that successful, but this kid has shown the heart and desire to be a star here in the Goldmine. And what a perfect opportunity for this young man, Just Zach. Go straight for the top. Go straight for the Platinum Champion, Derek Slade. This is going to be an interesting one.
He will give you the belt when he's ready. Do not rush the champion.
Now the ceremonial removal of the ring jacket, as is tradition.
Derek Slade showing off that perfect six-pack abs he has going on there. He just told me yesterday he did in double ab day. I don't know if that's physically possible, but Derek Slade said it can be done, and he's the one who can do it.
That's very impressive.
Super impressive.
Very impressive. And that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. The Platinum Championship on the line here in an open challenge, the first of its kind.
Lucian is right in front of us, pressuring our ring announcer, Bruno Beretta.
And referee Steve Sanchez in charge of this bout, which is officially underway.
Just look at the way Slade's just walking around. Look how comfortable Derek Slade looks. Ever since attaining the Platinum Championship, he has just, oh no!
But look at this.
Look at that!
Just Zach going right after the champ, not wasting any time. Ooh, and there we go. A couple of shots to the face, and Just Zach starting to fire up, but the champ has a little bit of a size advantage. Duck to the clothesline, and a beautiful drop kick right on the point of the jaw. Here comes the challenger, ducks the back elbow, back up again with another drop kick.
Just Zach catching the Platinum Champion off guard.
And now big splash in the corner. And the challenger has the champion in trouble. Very quickly here. Oh, but he gets caught.
Look at that.
Was looking for the big crossbody. Instead, he gets caught. And now the champion back in control. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
good
man.
night. And just like that, the total package silences the challenger.
The total package with some surprising strength there, catching Just Zach coming off the ropes and then hitting him with that beautiful air raid crash.
But I'm surprised he's not trying to put him away here and make it a quick night.
Well, you know, Derek Slade, he probably wants to warm up a little bit. He probably doesn't see Just Zach as quality competition. Oh, come on, look at that.
And
come
a
on,
disrespectful
Lucian.
slap to the face from Lucian Delight, interjecting himself once again into one of Derek Slade's matches. This is not the first time we've seen that, ladies and gentlemen.
And it more than likely won't be the last.
Big right hand there from the champion. And now the challenger in trouble. The Irish whip. Into the ropes goes Just Zach. Oh, and down goes Just Zach with a big lariat there from the champ. And again, I'm confused by the tactics here of the champ. He's seemingly following that air raid crash and now following that devastating lariat. That's got to be enough to put the challenger away. This could come back to haunt him.
Well, just look at the body language of Derek Slade. Look how comfortable he looks. He does not see Just Zach as a challenge. Oh man, and after that, this open challenge might be over a lot quicker than it began.
And the champ turning the challenger inside out right there. And again, I'm surprised at the lack of a cover here by the champion. As Just Zach now starting to try and get back to a vertical base, and the champion back on the attack.
You know, the Platinum Champion has held the title for many weeks now and has pretty much defeated every person that's been put his way, from Matt Carlos to Starboy to Dominic Texixeira. He's
but now here we go again. Here we go again. Lucian Delight going outside the rules and using the ropes for leverage and even getting involved in the matchup. There's no room for that in pro wrestling.
Well, that may be another reason why Derek Slade has held the title as long as he has.
Good night. That's got to do it right there. I guess the champ is paid by the hour because he's taking his sweet time with this match. A lateral press, a hook of the leg, and now we have our first near fall of the matchup, and the champ pulling Just Zach's head off the canvas.
Man, watching Derek Slade in there is watching a lion.
Oh, look, this could come back to haunt the champion. The challenger starting to fight back.
Just Zach, he may be the underdog. He has the heart, he has the spirit, and he has the ability to pull off something major.
Go. Looking for some sliced bread. Oh, but wait a minute.
God.
No. Gets caught, and the champion in control. Like a lawn dart goes Just Zach. And the champ now.
Here it
full of
comes.
steam.
Bro kick.
The huge bro kick to the face. Lateral press, hook of the leg. Could it be enough? It is enough. And the champion retains the Platinum title.
Your winner by pinfall, and still your Platinum Champion, Derek Slade!
Well, Just Zach put up a very valiant effort, but in the end, the champ was just too much for this young man, and in his first open challenge for the Platinum Championship, Derek Slade is successful.
Another successful title defense for Derek Slade. Another week where his confidence builds and builds. Who can stop the total package, Derek Slade? Who can take the Platinum Championship from around his waist?
Well, it remains to be seen who will be the next to answer the open challenge for the Platinum title.
I put sleep. That total package. That's what I do every time I come out here. That's why he's the Platinum Champion. Get used to it. You suck. Shut up. He's the champ. You just hate him. Right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Amish Johnson.
And you see the arrival of the big behemoth, the outlaw hunting outlaws. Amish Johnson has arrived in the Goldmine.
Amish, go give it to ya!
The cold, hard stare of Amish Johnson staring into the souls of every single human being inside the Goldmine.
Amish Johnson, in past conversations, you've been a man of few words. And since then, you've been on a rampage destroying what you call different sins. What words do you have for us today?
Shunned from my home, I roam the badlands of Pennsylvania, an outlaw hunting outlaws. And as I make my...
Wait a minute.
Whoa, 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 wait a second.
Wait just a moment. It appears that the outlaw hunting outlaws has been interrupted by the current Dynamite Division champion, the bad boy Boyce LeGrand, whose championship reign has lasted well over 1,000 days
And
counting.
counting.
And counting.
And counting.
And counting.
And counting.
And counting.
But obviously, we have one big question here. What is he doing here? And what does he want with Amish Johnson?
You're absolutely right, and it looks like we're about to find out. Boyce LeGrand asking for a microphone.
Bruno Beretta smartly getting out of the ring. This is going to be interesting.
Let's hear what the champ has to say.
There's only one way to hold the mic. Who are you? Dozer? The Amish lumberjack? Oh, wait a minute. It's Ja Rule. Yeah. Hey, back up, big man. Back up, man. Don't see a referee here. Exactly, so it's not gonna benefit you any. To even step up to me right now, okay? Because I'm gonna tell you who I am. I'm the bad boy, Boyce LeGrand. I am the 2017 NorCal Wrestler of the Year. I am a NorCal Hall of Fame inductee. And most of all, my friend, most of all, for over 1,200 days, I am the Gold Rush Dynamite Division Champion. And counting.
And counting.
And counting.
And counting.
So, you want to come out here and talk about sins, huh? You want to come out here and eradicate sins? Well, let me tell you something, big man. Pride is one of those sins, my friend, and I'm very proud of the things that I've accomplished. So let me tell you, I'm going to give you a chance to get rid of my sins. Next episode, my friend, me and you, let's rumble right here in this ring. And I'm giving you your shot to get rid of my pride. But you know what? I got an axe to grind with you. That's right. Me and you, we go back a long way. We go back a very long way. I trained you, my friend. I was there from the beginning. Yeah, I know, you know. They may not know, but I'm just going to enlighten everybody. You were one of the ones that wasn't supposed to make it, but yet you proved everybody wrong. But you know what? Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Do something.
Push the ground. If you're looking for a fight, Amish gon' give it to you.
Well, there you have it. Next week, Legends of the Goldmine, Boyce LeGrand and Amish Johnson are going to do battle. Oh, wait a minute. We might not wait till next week.
Boyce LeGrand feeling very, very brave, stepping into the ring with Amish Johnson. But how brave will he feel when they finally meet one-on-one on Legends of the Goldmine?
Dynamite Division champ right here. Amish going down.
Stop being greedy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Your referee for this contest, Pat Downs.
Oh, and here we go. Going to keep the action rolling on Legends of the Goldmine and a very hotly anticipated matchup.
Coming up first from a dark place in Pachinko, California, Leon Ikusa.
Leon Ikusa, a man who neither of us will be buffer than, making his return to the Goldmine. And over the past couple weeks, he has been making statement after statement. And tonight, another big opportunity for Leon Ikusa.
Well, Leon Ikusa looks primed and ready to go once again here today for Legends of the Goldmine. And he has got a tough task in front of him. I tell you what, a young man coming all the way from Finland, making his debut here tonight in the Goldmine. A man who I had the opportunity to call a match for back in All Pro Wrestling a few years ago when he was out here. And it's great to see him back this time inside the Goldmine. And it is this man right here. It's this man right here.
And his opponent from Helsinki, Finland, Mikko Maestro.
Miko Maestro making his debut here today in the Goldmine.
A man I actually had the opportunity to meet just a few years ago on his first excursion to America from Finland. And from what he's told me, in the country of Finland, the entire nation of Finland, they only have one wrestling ring. So you know that this young man right here probably spent most of his time putting that ring together, paying his dues, and eventually becoming a huge star in Finland. Tonight, he has the opportunity to make a statement inside here the Goldmine tonight.
Miko Maestro, who has been on a roll over in Finland and throughout Europe, hopes to continue that role here tonight. He's going to have the size advantage over Leon Ikusa. But do not count out Ikusa. This man has got a lot of heart and fire, and he's got a lot of speed and agility as well. And the bell sounds this matchup officially underway.
Miko Maestro maybe taking Leon Ikusa just a bit lightly. I mean, clearly he does have the size advantage.
Oh, and now he's going to already put that plan to work.
He should really be careful. You and I both know Leon very well. He can go into that dark place at any time.
Oh,
like right in there.
Sit out drop kick from Leon Ikusa. And here we go, Leon. The head full of steam, running back elbow. Big clothesline as well. Step up in Saguri right to the temple. And Leon Ikusa coming hot right out of the gate. Another sit out drop kick. That one finds the jaw. Ooh, and a big heel kick as well. Ikusa trying to put those educated feet to work very quickly, but ooh. Not going to take down Maestro like that. And now, Miko with a slam right there.
You just saw Leon Ikusa hit Maestro with at least 5 or 6 hard shots. Was not able to take the big man down. That is impressive.
And now Miko in control of the front chancery. Oh, but wait a minute. Ooh. Big clubbing blow to the spine, and here we go. And it's off to the races for Miko Maestro, stomping away at Leon Ikusa.
You know, when the bell first rang for this contest, Miko Maestro looked like he didn't take Leon Ikusa seriously at all. And now it's a different story as he's taking it to Leon Ikusa.
Ooh, big overhand chop there. Big clubbing forearm blow, right into the chest. And now Maestro going to utilize the shoulder.
Man, this Maestro just taking it to Leon Ikusa. Leon trying to fight back, but Maestro using that size advantage with those clubbing blows to the back.
There we go, Irish whip coming. Ooh, with authority goes Ikusa, and you see the way his head bounced off the top turnbuckle.
Back of his head snapped off.
Oh, and here we go, Maestro. Oh, and the referee catches Maestro in the act there.
Maestro trying to be a little slick. Pat Downs was right there to catch his little action.
Now lateral press, and too much time taken, and that's why Ikusa is able to get the shoulder off the canvas.
Maestro needs to stop jawing with referee Pat Downs. He needs to focus on his opponent.
Big forearm shot there, and Miko in control right now. Hook to the arm, here we go. Trying to go for a vertical suplex, but not able to get it. And now a kick to the leg, a kick to the other leg. And Ikusa starting to fire up here, starting to feel it. Trying to get a little bit of momentum. The Irish whip, nothing doing there as Miko able to turn the tide. Oh, and the Maestro. Beautiful sidewalk slam there. Really directing a beautiful symphony right now is the Maestro.
Leon trying to get some offense in on his much larger opponent, but Maestro is just shrugging off everything Leon throws at him.
Ooh. And some clubbing blows. There's a third one for good measure, and Miko Maestro. Oh, wait a minute. Ikusa, though, hanging him up on the top rope. Able to get a little bit of separation, and now Leon going to go to the high rent district. He's going to take off and fly with a missile sit-out drop kick right to the pec, right to the heart. And here we go, hook the leg. Is this going to be enough? Is it? No, Miko able to get the shoulder up. Very hotly competitive contest here thus far.
Leon finally able to get Miko Maestro off his feet. And now going back to the high rent district, going for another high risk maneuver.
Well, it paid off for him earlier. Will it pay dividends again? No, Maestro knocking the ropes, and that leaves Leon Ikusa hung up in no man's land.
Leon took too much time getting up to the top rope. Maestro took advantage.
And now Maestro going up to the second rope, going to go to meet him. And clubbing away at the spine. Oh, but wait a minute. Ikusa could be changing the momentum here. Sunset power bomb. Crash and burn all the way to the center of the ring. Hook of the leg, and Leon Ikusa has done it.
Your winner by pinfall, Leon Ikusa.
Well, you talk about the heart, you talk about the fire and determination in Leon Ikusa. He never gave up, he never said die, and Ikusa gets the victory.
Leon Ikusa, the smaller man in the fight, but somehow has the biggest heart, and that's what matters the most. Leon Ikusa with a big win here tonight.
Well, shifting gears, ladies and gentlemen, we've seen the events unfold over the last few weeks between Big B and Dominic Texixeira. The newest member of our broadcast team, Joshua Medeiros, is standing by with Dominic Texixeira. Josh, over to you.
Thank you, John. My name is Josh Medeiros, coming to you live from the Goldmine. My next guest is Dominic Texixeira. Dominic, over the last couple of weeks, you picked up some huge victories over Big B. However, tonight you're going to be going up against a newcomer to the Goldmine. How does this make you feel?
Well, you know what? Not too sure who this newcomer is, but I can't get one thing off my mind. It's the bullies around here. Bullies here at Legends of the Goldmine, starting out with Big B. Even though I may have, 2 victories over him, not too proud of the first one. He won by DQ. But you know what? Came back next time, and I got that victory. And I'm not done with him. Picking on the smaller man, and guess what? Not anymore. And tonight, newcomer, I'm ready for you. Come and get it.
All right, there you have it, folks. Dominic Texixeira feeling confident going into this match, and let's go back to our broadcasters.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is your main event. Your referee for this contest, Mitch Wiggles. Introducing first.
Well, Tony, it's main event time here on Legends of the Goldmine. And we just heard from Dominic Texixeira, very confident going into this matchup.
From Alameda, California, Dominic Texixeira.
Ever since turning over that new leaf, Dominic Texixeira has been on quite the streak here inside of the Goldmine, racking up victories over the likes of Big B, over the likes of Scotty Ringer, and tonight he will be facing a newcomer here in the Goldmine. But who could it be?
Well, we shall see. Texixeira has been on quite the roll. We talked about those couple of victories over Big B, which were huge, monumental victories in the career of Dominic Texixeira. Now, granted, he mentioned one of them was not the way that he necessarily would want to get a victory via disqualification. Another one, he was able to get the victory via pinfall. But tonight, he has his sights set on this newcomer, whoever it may be. And here it is, the young man known as Ezra.
And his opponent, from San Diego, California, in all capital letters, Ezra.
Ezra, the man who's a bit of an in-ring artist, the likes of Bono and stuff, one-name artist, Ezra.
In all caps.
Cher, Bono, Ezra. All caps.
And by the way he's walking around the ring, he might have the combined ego of both. This young man, a student of the axe murderer, Bobby Hart, making his debut tonight here in the Goldmine, and he has a tough task ahead of him.
Well, that's quite the training pedigree, being trained by the axe murderer, Bobby Hart, who is tough as they come. And he definitely instills that toughness into his students. So it'll be interesting to see how Ezra fares against the likes of Dominic Texixeira, who's been pretty battle-tested as of late.
Well, you should spend less time talking to us and more time focusing on your opponent, pal.
Well, Ezra taking his time jack-jawing with us as opposed to keeping his eyes on his opponent. Here he goes. He keeps turning his back on his opponent.
I don't think he knows how serious Dominic Texixeira is. He is a challenge. He can look at us and jaw jack with us all he wants. The man in the ring right now is who he has to worry about.
Well, he's going to have to worry about Dominic Texixeira.
Maybe if we stay silent, he'll stop talking to us.
Well, collar and elbow tie-up. Here we go. What is it, like a T-Rex? If you just stand silently, they won't notice you're there?
Yeah.
Okay. So quick, everyone in the goal line, stop making noise. Dominic Texixeira with the better of the exchange here in our main event, the early goings of our main event. Texixeira in control right now. Ooh, but look at this. Ezra able to turn the tide into a side headlock. Really wrenching it in the center of the ring as both men try to jockey for position here. Texixeira rolling through, trying to get some separation, does so, able to turn it into a wrist lock, top hand wrist lock of his own. Here we go, wrenching away at the arm into the hammer lock. And Ezra into the ropes, grabbing a hold of the top one and going to force a break. Oh, wait a minute, Texixeira trying to put him away very quickly with a super kick, but Ezra ducking out of the way and holding on to the second rope. And look at that, Texixeira. Texixeira has always talked the big game, but for the most part in his career, he's always backed it up.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, his first few appearances in the Goldmine, you know, he was all into himself. He didn't really care about anybody else but himself. But as we've gone over the past few weeks, he's shown this new side, this side that has really led him to victory after victory. And it's really worked out for him. Standing switch there from Texixeira. Was able to avoid those back elbows, has his head in perfect position. Ezra trying to get some separation by grabbing a handful of the hair. Look at the super kick again, but again, Ezra able to escape out the back door. You know, I'm beginning to really wonder if Ezra was ready for this contest. I mean, spending most of the time jaw-jacking with us, and now look where he's at. Well, Dominic Texixeira with the advantage. Well, he's taking a little bit of a timeout on the outside, trying to regroup himself, maybe refocus a little bit, is Ezra. And Texixeira is just starting to get impatient. You know, I don't think Bobby Hart taught any of this to any of his students. Here we go, but wait a minute. Ezra, I think, might have been playing some mind games. Oh, wait, here we go. Quick roll-up, quick schoolboy. No, 1 count only. And Ezra in trouble here. It looked like he tried to play mind games, but it backfired. Texixeira up and over. Here we go. Texixeira getting a head full of steam. Sling blade from Texixeira connecting. Ezra trying to be slick, but unfortunately Dominic Texixeira got a hold of him. And a vicious drive-by boot to the temple. Texixeira in control right now. Just like his kick pads say, Ezra is feeling no bueno right now after surviving that onslaught by Dominic Texixeira. And Texixeira being very patient once again, waiting for Ezra, and now he's going to go after him as Ezra's taking too much time to get back in the ring. Oh, but Ezra playing mind games and hanging Texixeira up on the top rope. Ezra finally able to get an advantage. Flying European uppercut there. Unique offense from Ezra. Ooh. And a vicious kick. And again from Ezra right to the chest. Looking for a third one, but this time Texixeira saw it coming. Wait a minute. Texixeira looked like he was going to try and go for some sort of submission, maybe a sharpshooter, Texas cloverleaf. Nothing doing, ducks a clothesline. Oh, but he does not get out of the way of that crash big elbow. Car crash style big elbow. A hook of the leg, deep cover, but still only a 1 count. Ezra hitting Dominic Texixeira with a big high-impact elbow, and now using the ropes to his advantage. He better be careful or else Wiggles is going to disqualify him. Oh, and a knife-edge chop. That's a unique counter to that right foot. And a second one, and Texixeira finding an opening here. Comes in with a big elbow. Ezra's chest turning bright red, but somehow able to get the advantage with a knee. Wait a minute. Beautiful vertical suplex there from Ezra. Now a hook of the leg. Gonna try put away Texixeira, not enough. Very deep cover there, though. Hooking the outside leg. Smart tactic from Ezra. Ezra trying his very best to try and outwit and outmatch Dominic Texixeira, and now he finally has an advantage. Well, and Ezra going to slow things down here. As you can see, that cravat expertly applied center of the ring. Texixeira has nowhere to go. Trying to get back to a vertical base, is able to there. Oh, chin breaker.
Very smart counter there from Texixeira. And now going to try and take this opportunity and change it into some momentum. Irish whip, no, there's a counter. Texixeira up and over, landing on his feet. Here comes Ezra, and no, there goes Ezra. Texixeira rolling in. Texixeira into the ropes. Sunset flip. Gonna try to take him over. No. Oh, and a rake in the eyes. And both men starting to show the effects of this matchup. Their cardiovascular training coming into play here. Both men starting to get a little burnout.
And Ezra clearly using the cheap tactics to try and get ahead, trying to get an advantage. And it might just work.
Lateral press, hook of the leg. And a 2 count only.
Man, what must be going through Ezra's mind right now, trying to make an impact here in his debut in the Goldmine, trying to win by any means necessary, but Dominic Texixeira will not go down that easy.
Deep headlock applied there. Chinlock, by Ezra. Oh, but wait a minute. Belly to back suplex. Great counter there from Texixeira, who's able to turn the tide once again. Now works the outside leg. Deep cover, referee only finding 2. What is going to be the key to victory at this point, Tony, for Dominic Texixeira?
Dominic Texixeira just has to keep going forward, keep taking it to Ezra, hope he doesn't slip up, and then finish him off any way he can. Ezra seems like a tough challenge so far, making his debut. Ezra really has nothing to lose here and everything to gain if he beats Dominic Texixeira.
And Ezra now with a head full of steam, running elbow in the corner. And Texixeira's in trouble here. Ezra going after him again with another elbow. Here we go, Ezra looking for a third one. No, Texixeira saw that one coming, rolls out of the way.
Went to the well once too often. He's going to pay the price.
Cross body takes down Ezra. And now a position. Oh, but the referee still only finds 2.
And referee Mitch Wiggles trying to keep up with all this red-hot action here in our main event tonight at Legends of the Goldmine.
Ooh, running forearm from Texixeira. Here we go, Texixeira. Big forearm shot on the point of the jaw. And Dominic starting to feel it, starting to really fire up here. The Irish whip. Wait a minute. Ezra hanging on.
Going for that spirit bomb.
Oh, Texixeira again looking for the super kick. Nothing doing. That's the 3rd time he's tried it in this matchup. And Ezra going to try and put away Texixeira here. Thinking spirit bomb, nothing doing. Back body drop. And now Texixeira.
Texixeira trying to absorb the will from the crowd.
Summoning all the courage to hit that super kick. It finally connects. He's been trying all night long. Is it going to be enough? It is. And Texixeira picking up a huge victory.
Your winner by pinfall, Dominic Texixeira.
And Texixeira with a huge pinfall victory here this week against Ezra in a very competitive bout.
Ezra with a very, very impressive debut here inside of the Goldmine. Tried his very best.
Oh, wait a minute. Big B. Big B in here with the assault from behind. And now the sleeper in the center of the ring.
Big B has not forgotten about the 2 victories that Dominic Texixeira holds over him. And this absolute juggernaut has made a statement here inside the Goldmine.
Oh, Big B laying waste to Dominic Texixeira. And it's safe to say that we haven't seen the last of Big B and Dominic Texixeira. I'm sure Texixeira's going to want some revenge.
Oh, absolutely. Just brutal sneak attack from behind. He's not going to forget that.
Well, that's all the time we have this week. For Tony Gonzalez, I'm John Roberts. We'll see you next time on Legends of the Goldmine.